Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is the sequel to the 2011 Puss in Boots film and is a continuation of a spin-off series from the Shrek franchise. Now, before I get into this video, I just wanted to say that I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice might sound a little bit odd. Apologies that this video has taken quite a while to make. I've basically been away for a couple of weeks for work, but I did manage to catch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish before I went away. Unfortunately, I did not have time to make this review, so I've had to do it afterwards. But we're here now, so let's get into the video. When Puss in Boots discovers his passion for adventure has taken its toll, and he has burnt through 8 of his 9 lives, he launches an epic journey to restore them by finding the mythical Last Wish. Now, with the first Puss in Boots film, it has some nice animation and action, but a story that felt really average and forgettable. I think the main problem with that film is it didn't really have a personality. With Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, however, truly has a personality, and I think, like everyone else who has seen this film, I don't think we were expecting for this film to be that great. Firstly, let's discuss about the animation of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. DreamWorks really went all in on the animation, and at first I felt that they did not really need to go full crazy, especially that this is just another Puss in Boots film. But when you experience this style that DreamWorks went for, it actually works very well, and it has created this creative personality. The animation does show this like comic book style, and I did have some similar feels from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think really hats off to DreamWorks, who wanted to create something new and refreshing. It really shows the many possibilities animation filmmaking can make instead of it being repetitive. Pixar, you can make a difference too. Another aspect I think really works from the film was the humour. It has been a while since I've watched a film where the humour has a bit of everything for everyone and not just the kids. I think possibly the last time would have to be the Lego Movie. But it was great that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish shows a variety of humour that in the end parents and adults can also enjoy this film. And I did chuckle quite a few times, especially there were scenes with some bleep profanity. The film had an excellent voice casting, both Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek both returning as Puss in Boots, and Kitty Softpaws as both of these confident and charismatic cats. Harvey Guillén, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that surname, I do apologise. It's the actor from the television series of What We Do in the Shadows. Florence Pugh, Olivia Colman, Ray Winston, Samson Kayo and John Mulaney were all fantastic as the new characters for the film. Of course, I cannot forget my boy Wagner Moura, who everyone knows as Pablo Escobar in the Netflix Narcos series, nailing his voice as the villain role Wolf. This is a character who enters to be so chilling and atmospheric, and with the design, his personality and goal of the film, Wolf is a perfect example of how a likeable and terrifying villain should be in film. When it comes to the story of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, it has a simple setup full of interesting directions of where the character Puss in Boots can go, and it's full of enjoyment with its creative animation. I think what works very well in this film is it does a great job focusing Puss in Boots to have a lot of believable weaknesses, as this is someone who we normally see to be confident and lucky all the time. But of course, for him to be on his 9th and last life, we do get to see this other side of Puss in Boots that we have never seen before. And I think, hats off to the story, that does an excellent job at showing that aspect of the film. My only problem with this film is the character Perrito, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's the small dog who is on the adventure with Puss in Boots and Kitty Softpaws. Now, this is a character who is presented to be someone who has gone through a pretty rough life, but manages to keep positive and cute, but at the same time, he looks very gritty. This is meant to be a character for both the kids and adults from his sense of humour side, especially with the adult, which can have its dark humour moments. I did not at all find Perrito to be annoying or pointless at all for the story, but it was just on the nose of knowing what type of character he is. But it was getting to the point where it felt quite repetitive of us, the audience, already knowing that yes, this character is very cute, is very happy on the outside, but on the inside, it's the complete opposite. This is only my little issue with the film. Overall, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was a surprise watch. It had full of creative animation, enjoyment, and a sense of humour for everyone. Based on my Letterboxd rating, I'm going to give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish a 4 star out of 5. Thank you for watching, and look out for more videos coming your way.